Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and let's kick off the VeChain video for today and talk about how the VeChain blockchain is going to be, having a huge impact on the vaccine rollouts that are happening around the world. Now, this isn't one of those videos about whether there should be or there shouldn't be. None of that here, please, not even in the comments. We're talking about from a blockchain perspective. We know San Marino in Italy, which is, it's its own country. It has rolled out its vaccine passport. They call it Green Pass over there, and it does use the VeChain blockchain. And now the entire Europe nation is looking to roll this out. In Italy, there's a big push for this to happen, and the VeChain will be one of the leading partners of this major rollout. So I wanted to start this off because, there are so many different sectors that VeChain is a part of, but this particular one will give people the know-how that they're using blockchain without even knowing that they are using blockchain. And so it will be very long-term, it will be a very, very good thing for the name of VeChain out there in the world. Now, on GitHub, they do talk about, 3 days ago they launched this, which talks about the latest updates that are going to be coming out on the VeChain node, on the VeChain blockchain, and you've got a couple of different links that you can go from there. So from node.vchain.best to inside.vchain.best to Faucet VeChain. And so when you click on that, it actually takes you to the particular pages. You can see, like, for example, from an insight point of view, you can go on here, and this is in real time, real live data that is going on. Very, very handy to know about these things. And then when we look here, we look at the welcome to VeChain PO2 stage 0 world. I think you need some tokens to explore the world, and you can have a look here and you can check it out, and it's very, very cool and interactive. And then obviously the node as well, so you can have a look at that. I thought it was interesting. Some of these things you guys know, some things are probably basic, but for some of you, I'm sure that you're not aware of those particular links. Now, academy.aaxspace.com released this article about VeChain, VET, and V4 explained, and it's actually quite interactive. It's quite good in the way that they go about it. It's not too long, but examples of industry that VeChain seeks to disrupt. When we look at that, we can see we got supply chain management, logistics, carbon reduction, food, automobiles, retail, agriculture, and digital content distribution. Because VeChain's take on NFTs is at an enterprise level, so it's not at a short level. It's at an enterprise level, and so. Yeah, really, really cool to see that. How does it work? The consensus of the Meta transaction features, how this particular blockchain goes about, being a blockchain, the governance around it, and how that works, and then the ecosystem overview. So you got plenty of homework here to do to have a look, especially VeChain Sync 2 as well, and how that is going to be taking things to another level as well. So you got lots and lots of homework to do. The latest graph that came out from a partner diagram looks spectacular. You can research all these companies, and all these different sectors that VeChain is involved in is absolutely spectacular. Inside Bitcoins mentioned, the 5 best cryptocurrencies to buy for lower risk returns, July, week 4. And, they got Chainlink, they've got VeChain, they've got Tron, and they've got Tezos. They're like, the major ones. And Ripple is actually made the top 5, which I was very, very surprised. But VeChain is right up there as the one to look out for, and especially at these prices. It's absolutely incredible. Now, VeChain has also added VexChange V2 to the VeChain mobile wallet Discover section. And for those of you that don't know what it is, have a look at this. So VexChange is coming soon. It's a Uniswap of the VeChain world. And make sure that you do follow these social media sites and understand what is happening and what is going on there. V2 in the mobile wallet soon. So many cool things are going to be rolled out, and I'm very, very excited. But as always, make sure that you back it up with lots and lots of research. Let's have a look at some of the indicators inside of Tani. Okay, so as we start to look inside Atani from a VeChain perspective, and we're looking right now at the moment, we're looking on the daily chart, and we can see from a daily perspective where we are, from a MACD point of view, we are sitting on a bullish trend. The RSI sitting almost at the middle, but not even at the middle yet. 4.67%, 4.69% up on the 24-hour, with a Bitcoin sitting at 3.77% up, and Bitcoin has been, playing, whether it's going to break into 34,000s or not, all day. So positive, very strong movements that are coming along for VeChain, and that's on the daily chart. Now, when we move into the hourly, what's been going on the hourly chart, we're actually outside of the Bollinger Band. We're now come back inside. We know that when we step outside of Bollinger Bands, we eventually do have to come back in. But there's been a huge movement. The RSI sitting into the overbought, and big hours. There have been some very, very big hours, and I think a lot more to come from that perspective. The 4-hour is sitting almost at the end of the Bollinger Band. And again, almost in the oversold from a 4-hour perspective. Massive MACD bullish movement on there. It really has been a very powerful couple of hours that we've had. And then when we look at on the 12-hour, again, almost at the peak of the Bollinger Band. Huge gap between the MACD of the bullish and bearish. Very, very bullish, and then the RSI is sitting on, 3/4 of the way towards being overbought. Now, from 57, we went all the way to 71, so it's been a big move. So we went from 5 cents, 7, and then all the way to 7 cents 1. So very big move, very, very big moves. Now, when we go even further and we go to a weekly chart, obviously from a weekly perspective, ignore MACDs and RSIs in this particular perspective. But I mean, look at that. Like, we were sitting at almost 26 at one point. So where we are right now, there is so much more to come. And it is exciting. Obviously, if you are new and you just got into VeChain, congratulations. It's a good time to come in. Not quite the levels that we had in March, but still phenomenal price actions to get in on. But make sure that you always back it up with your own research, please. I say this every video. I will continue to say it every video. You must always back up everything with your own research. It's really important that you do that. It will help you have a lot of posture in the marketplace, and it will guide you as you move through, and especially as we start to get crazy and numbers start to go up. Unless you do your own research, you're going to sell too early, then you're going to kick yourself. And it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I wanted you to know that. Let's go and look at some of the drawings. So what do we got going on? So obviously, once we've broken out, we can start to look at, what are some of the next action items, and what are some of the next trade profit points. I mean, if you're a day trader, obviously, you'll be looking at this every day and looking for opportunities and making sure that obviously that your trades are performing well. But we've got obviously quite a bit way to go to get even where we were and then come back. So we've got so much more to go. Do I still believe that we're going to get to $1.50 by March? Yes, I do. I think this part of the year, we're really going to start to see VeChain really take a massive momentum. Lots of headlines, lots of news, lots of talk about it across all these different sectors. And I think that will drive it to insane levels. And now I want to bring this new particular graph just to give you the perspective of just how big this market will go, heading towards a new wave. So this new wave that is coming, which will probably take us towards $1.10, $1.50. And then we begin the next phase, and that phase will go towards, $4 and $7. Now, this is long term. These are very, very long-term numbers. We're not talking about this year. We're not talking about next year even. We're talking about $4. We're talking about 2023 and beyond. Because the VeChain master plan has always been 2023. So everything that we got on right now, we're early. And it's not to say hold until 2023, because at the end of the day, you will do what is best for your portfolio. But gee, some of you are going to hold until 2023. And wow, that is going to be very, very, very exciting. So a huge momentum coming. Very well deserved. Superstar blockchain, superstar partnerships. So much going on, and I think we're going to start to finally see the fruits of our patience. As always, if you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And as always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.